Good evening. My name is Akarsh Rajput, and currently I am doing BTech in Computer Science and Engineering from Lovely Professional University. I have just completed my second year and proceeding towards my fifth semester. Now I will show you some of my technical skills. I have already learned Next.js, React, Node.js as a JavaScript framework, and already learned Python, C, C++, and Java as another programming language. Basically, I am using C++ for data structure and algorithms, and then I have learned REST APIs using Node.js. I have made several APIs, and I have used the database in these APIs like MongoDB and PostgreSQL. And I have already learned databases like MongoDB, PostgreSQL, and Supabase. Supabase especially for storing images and videos, docs files. And I have used platforms such as Postman API for testing my REST API. For front end, I have already learned Tailwind CSS and Jade, Bootstrap for UI UX and designing. Now I will show you my projects, and one of my best projects is OpenMinder, which is a full stack application for writing many things, blogs and posts and many other things. And I am also implementing AI in this application so that user can use AI for making a blog application. I have used MVC architecture in this API, and for authenticating user, I have used JWT cookies and bcrypt.js for storing password of user in database. And this is my one of the most complex code throughout this application, because this is all about authenticating the user, in which I have used sign up, login, protecting the routes. These are all the middlewares in this application. These are the restriction that only admins have the access to some of the features in this application. This is all about forgot password middleware. If user forgot their password, then they should have to redirect to this URL or endpoint. This is all about reset password, update password, and this for verify the token. For every time user login, this middleware will be run throughout the user. These are my routes in this application: blog routes, memory routes, user routes. And this is my controllers for fetching the data from database. And these are my utils file in which API features are there. This is basically for making REST API in general very robust, and for querying data more frequently and more deeply. This is my app folder in which I have used many security components. And this is my server file, which is for basically a common structure for all the REST APIs. And after making this API, I have already connected to my front end React application using client server architecture. And this is basically my application. After all the features, I have already made it public using this URL. And we can this is my general view of my application, and user can log in this application using their username. So I have already created my account, and I will just log in my account using my username and password. And now I have logged into my website, and my UI is also changed after user login. Now I have access to write blogs using AI. This is my writing blog architecture. This is all about my application using Node.js and React.js as a front end, Node.js as a back end. I have already learned Next.js and made this project. This is also a API blog website, but this is basically a updated UI and UX, and I have already also made REST API using Next.js this time. Basically, Next.js is same like a Node.js, is using same Node.js framework, but it has some change in the structure for writing the code. So here is my Next.js Node endpoints application. This is OpenMinder v3, and here is my Next.js API. In this API folder, I have used OAuth for logging user using Google and GitHub in this application. So user can basically login in this application through Google and GitHub. Node JWT cookies are required in this application. And this is my API endpoint using Next.js. These are my minders, users, works, and user can use their IDs to search for specific blog or name. I have used the concept of slug using basically when user is creating the document, a slug will be created, and if using this slug, a user can fetch a specific route or a specific document. This is the same document feature of uh, my backend REST API, which I have already shown you in my REST API, in my previous REST API. So this is all about my knowledge and my technical skills, and we can have a better communication uh, if I have given the next chance. Thank you.